Okay, good. Glad you got that figured out there. That's good. Perfect. Let me know if you run into any difficulties, and I'd be happy to look into that there for you as well. Um, Cheesy sticks, and just get that sorted out for you. But it looks like you got it already sorted out, so that's super. And to your question here about the high spike in CPU usage, I checked with my programmer, and basically what he says is that it would come from if your site has a lot of traffic, and if you added thousands, if not millions, of IP addresses to the ignore list, maybe a few 100,000 custom URLs, backlinks URLs, or ignore reference URLs tables in those boxes, that would really spike the CPU usage. If you use a shared hosting account, which most HostGator people do, this could be a problem. I know they always say you have unlimited hosting, unlimited space, blah blah blah, but it's happened to me a few times now where I simply ran above their limits, and it just went over the limits, which is why I'm using a dedicated server now. But having said that, if your site is getting that much traffic already, it might be time for an upgrade in your hosting plan as well. So it's just my 5 cents on that. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what to tell you there. It really depends on how big of a campaign you have set up. But other than that, there should be absolutely no problems as far as that is concerned. By all means, not a limitation in what the script can do, but a limitation in what the server can do. Does that make sense? I hope that sheds a little light on the issue. And if you do run into any further issues, though, do not hesitate to maybe get my programmer to take a look at it for you, and we can see what the deal there is. Okay. And Steve, you're absolutely right. There was a little bug in the system, but it has been resolved. So if you updated your script anytime after last night, so let's say January 30th, that's when I updated the script, when we updated the script with the fixed code in it. So that bug has been resolved. You should not have any issues with that anymore, and from this point forward, only 24-hour unique IP addresses will be used to do the pinging. Thank you so much for pointing that out to us. We honestly would not have caught that otherwise, so that is very much appreciated. And Steve, to your question here about my comments, basically what I was trying to say is, let's say you have site A that has all the traffic, but you want to ping site B. So you would create a campaign for site B, but you would put the code on site A. And so you would use the traffic on one site to promote another site completely. And that's when you sort of run into limitations. The script was designed so that each campaign was designed so that the code would also be installed on the site that you're trying to advertise or promote or ping. Does that make sense at all? I know I'm stumbling over my words here, but that's pretty much what I meant, is that you cannot use you can, but you should not use site A to advertise site B, and vice versa. Okay. And the primary drawback that I can think of just off the top of my head would be, for example, if you were to use the self-pinging feature, then it would use the keywords and pretty much all the campaign information that you entered here for a different site to ping the site that the code is actually on. The only way I can think that it would work 100% fine using it on a different site than the one that it is on is you use custom pinging. Does that make sense? I hope that sheds a little light on that issue. It can be done, but there's drawbacks to it for sure. Okay, let's move on here. Okay, so after reading Rainmaker's question here, yes, if you select the self-pinging feature, it will ping the page that the visitor lands on, if that's the page where the script is installed on. Okay, so the only way to really only ping, let's say you have this installed on site A, and if you want to make this whole campaign about site B, you have to use custom pinging, and that's when you that's where you put all the links for site B, so that it will not ping site A where the script is installed on. Does that make sense? The script or the code or whatever, you know, the piece of code that you have to put on the website. If you have self-pinging installed, it will ping the page where the code is installed on. But if you have custom pinging, it will ping the pages that you specify in here. Okay, so that's the only way around it. And if you use self-pinging, that's the only drawback, that you cannot advertise site B with the traffic that you get on site A. I hope that makes sense, but if you need any more clarification, just shoot me an email, and I'd be happy to explain that further for you. Okay. And in regards to your next question here, if this format would not be easier and better than the current format, yes and no. If you just do a couple URLs, if you're promoting only a few backlinks, this would probably be a better approach. But our approach is more the idea of running massive campaigns of backlinks at the same time. Does that make sense? So you can pretty much put in, you know, literally hundreds if not thousands of links in here and get them randomly pinged over time with all the keywords that are being used in here, or the titles, whatever. Okay. I hope that explains it a little better. And not sure if you noticed, but you should be able to add campaigns. First one, and once you have added one campaign, you should be able to add another campaign and another campaign. You should be able to add as many campaigns as you want. There really is no limitation on how many campaigns you can add. Okay, so for each site, for each project, you can add a different campaign, and you should have no problem with that. And each campaign, again, will have its own code that you would put on the site that the campaign was created for. Okay. And then again, about the SEO updates, I will send it out to you via email. If you opted in, you should be getting an update about the email on how to update and stuff like that too. So I will send a little guide along, and we're making it easier. Before long, we want to have it just by the push of a button to be able to update it, but at time being, that is not the case. So thank you very much for bearing with us on that one. We really did not anticipate this many bugs. It really worked quite well for us. We pretty much just packaged it up and thought we'd offer it on the Warrior Forum here, but well, turns out there were a few bugs. But yeah, I'm glad we're slowly getting rid of all of them one by one. Okay. And about the long feed character limits, I'll have my programmer look into this. I'm really not sure what the restrictions are or what the deal with that is, but I'll have him look into it and hopefully figure it out and fix it if there is an issue with that. I'm glad it got it working. Too bad it took you so many hours to figure it out. And yes, there is a video for the installation. I just made one today. It is now in the installation guide. When you download it, there's about a 9-minute video where I set it up and do a demonstration. Okay, and no, it does not support multi-levels of spinning syntax. Okay, and then about referring sites to ignore feature, we are currently working on it. We're tweaking it, we're upgrading it, and we're taking it to a whole new level. So yeah, look forward to the next update where you will see that. And for your number 5 here, there really is no wrong way to install it, but I will make a short video explaining how this is done exactly. Okay. Let me just quickly go down here. Yes, Helena, maybe just quickly update your version of the software. I assume you still have the older version of it. Maybe just update it. I will be sending out an email hopefully later on tonight still on exactly how this is done, and it'll fix the 24-hour unique IP problem that some of these users have been experiencing. Not everybody has experienced it, but some have experienced it, and the update has been done to the script to fix that issue. So yeah, just update it. Just watch for my email where we'll email you the instructions on how to go about the update. Okay. And Top Frog, about somebody who knows about creating an RS feed of your backlinks, PM me. We are coming out with a little code that will enable you to do that. It'll most likely be free. I'll be giving it away here on the Warrior Forum, so just keep your eyes open for it. I'll likely send it out to my list as well, so make sure you get on my list, and you'll get a free copy of that. Okay. And Steve, thank you so much for bearing with me, and thank you so much for answering everybody, and just really supporting this thread here. I just really did not have the time to come on here and answer everybody one by one, but I'll try to be quicker at it. I just don't like it when so many questions build up, and it sort of drives me into paranoia, or it scares me a bit. So anyways, in regards to your question here about the ETA of the new release is out. You can download it. Just go to the download page and you should be able to download it, no problem, and update. And you should be able to update your script with that as well. But I'll email more information to everybody tonight, and yeah, you should be able to get rid of all these little bugs that you have been talking about, that you've been experiencing here. Again, this is Conrad Braun, and I just want to thank you everybody for bearing with me, and thank everybody for the business they sent my way, for recommending this script to everybody. I had a few people recommend this to their list, and very, very much appreciate it. It is a great script, and we're continually working on perfecting it. It was great in my opinion already, but there's always room for improvement, and thanks to your help we're getting things done here. So again, looking forward to working with all of you, and if any of you has any issues, do not hesitate to contact myself or my programmer, and we would be more than happy to look at your unique issue or individual problem and get you all set up and running. Okay. But again, I'll send out an email later on tonight with all these updates and all this information. Thanks again.